God is with you. Welcome to McDougall United and Ogden United Churches, our joint services this beautiful September 15th, halfway through September, and the leaves aren't even gone yet. Yay. It's been mostly beautiful, a little chilly this week, but you know, we're in Canada. What do you expect? We have quite a few announcements there we go. Quite a few announcements, so I'll try and get through them quickly. First of all, our office hours are changing here. Jen's role has been expanded with contributions from Red Deer Lake and Ogden United so that she's able to be in the office for more hours. So starting Tuesday, office hours will be Tuesday to Friday, 9 to 4 p.m., and Sunday from 12 to 1. So on Sundays, if you need to sign up for things or do things, Jen will be in the office from 12 to 1 to help you out with that on the days that she's here, because Red Deer Lake is also contributing to her salary. Occasionally she'll be over there so that they can get to know her too. She's like the executive assistant to the ministers in the team. She helps us she keeps us on track. So I'm grateful for that. And so expanded office hours, 9 to 4, Sunday 12 to 1, Monday closed. We've just gone through Calgary Pride, and as an affirming church, we made some commitments at the citywide service. So we're called to be public, intentional, and explicit in our acceptance and celebration of our 2S LGBTQIA+ family. And so to be an affirming congregation means that everyone has the right to live and love authentically. That's something we've committed to. And so to make our voices and intentions heard, McDougall United wants to help out Transaction Alberta by signing their petition that will be presented to the Legislative Assembly of Alberta. The petition forms are available following the services on September 15th, 22nd, and 29th, and available to sign at the McDougall office until Friday, September 27th. So if you'd like to take forms to collect signatures yourself, please see Jennifer. Have your form back by September 27th, and then the signatures will be mailed on September 30th. And this is an important initiative, an affirming initiative, because we know that trans folks and queer folk in Alberta are feeling that this proposed legislation is going to silence them and harm them. And as an affirming ministry, we want to make sure that we support the people who are marginalized in our world. So the petitions are available for you to sign afterwards. They're signing them at Red Deer Lake as well. And we trust that apparently if you get an actual signature, it's better than an online signature, and that's why we're doing it old school. So if you feel led and called to sign the petition, please, where will it be after the service?
I'll have it in the hospitality.
Jennifer will have it in the hospitality hall. Taste and try. Oh, no, that's not. Kids table, yes, starts back up today. If you enjoy working with children, or you're a parent of a child in our program, we'd love to have you assist us if you would like. Just not all the time, but if you'd like to be part of the kids ministry here, please do let Dana know. Dana's right there. Dana, he had a little procedure like many of us do to remove some cells, and that's why he's wearing that. It isn't that he was in a fight or anything like that. He's still a very, upright person. But see him, and if you just want to volunteer and be part of it to ensure that our kids ministry is alive and thriving, please see him, because we'd like to get more people involved in that. Ladies of Literature, next meeting is tomorrow at 7 p.m. on Zoom, and the book is White Oleander. If you are interested, you can pop in. Friendship Club meets this Thursday at 1:30 p.m. If you'd like to join for cards or games or conversation or refreshments, come to the church. It's a great social time. So Friendship Club. Open Table, which is our outreach to the community, happens next Saturday from 4 to 6. Registration closes Thursday at 7. We are watching Elemental and eating burgers. That sounds good. Elemental. Is that the Inside Out movie? Inside Out? No, it's a different one. No. Anyway, look at it. It looks all colorful and alive. So this is open to families or anybody who would like to come and just have some time at the church. So 4 to 6 Saturday night. We are partnering with the Red Deer Lake site for many things, and one of them is a low sensory service. If you have people in your life who are on the spectrum, the autism spectrum, and they find maybe church too much, the lights are too high, the music is too loud, this is a service for them. We're trying this out. There's people at Red Deer Lake who would love to benefit from that, and we are opening it to absolutely everyone. So September 29th, 4 p.m. in the sanctuary, 45-minute service, gentle service. That is next week at Red Deer Lake. Now we got some baking. We're looking for baking that we can sell at our market on October 5th. There's an artisan market. Yeah. Oh yes, Paula is, for those of you who are at home, one of the congregation members is wearing a chef's hat with, it looks like, I don't know, a cookie on top, or is that a turkey? It's a cupcake. Oh yes. To remind you all, we need some baking to sell at our market. There's going to be an artisan market here, and lots of vendors are going to be here, and we need to sell some baking. So, accepting baking till October 3rd, 2024. Volunteers will be ready to accept your baking on Sundays after the service, so feel free to bring it to church during the office hours, which will be 9 to 4, Tuesday through Friday. And you can learn more about this on the website. Another program service that we're starting up, it's more of a group, is called Sound and Soul. It's also at Red Deer Lake on Thursday, October 3rd at 7 p.m. It's just sharing music that touches your soul. This one's going to be about what am I thankful for, because we're going into Thanksgiving. So if you want to listen to music and talk about sort of the theological and faith ideas in music, this one's for you. Again, it'll be held at Red Deer Lake on October 3rd at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, finally, all that happening in our community. There's something for everyone. We like to be a 7-day-a-week church, we say. But it doesn't happen unless you participate. Your presence here is always something for which we are so grateful. Your baking, your assistance with kids programming, all those things, we are grateful. And if you just want to come and sit on Sunday morning, that's good too. Or watch us on YouTube. This all happens because of your gifts. So if you'd like to make a financial contribution to this community, you can see the ways to give on the screen to Ogden and to McDougall. There's a QR code for McDougall that you can register with if you want to make an online contribution here. Thank you. So this is the season of creation, and it's the time that we sit and think and meditate on the world, the earth, and also on our place in it. And one of the most important theological ideas that we live with is that we are in the image of God, that we have been created in the image of God. So we're going to sing a song, Imago Dei, and it's quite simple, and we sing it enough that you'll get it, but it's just the image and the likeness of God is in us.
Imago Dei, the image of God
Image of God, Imago Dei, alive in us. And so we light this Christ candle because as much as we are in the image of God, Jesus among us was the Word of God, the plan of God, God with us. So we light this candle and we remember that even when we feel like we've lost our way, there's a light we can look to straighten us out and get us right with God again. Amen. I'm going to invite you to stand as we sing together our opening hymn. This is an old hymn, 18th century tune. That's a while ago.
A wee while ago.
A wee while ago. But it still is a very powerful hymn. I sing the mighty power of God. I sing the mighty power of God that made the mountains rise, that spread the flowing seas abroad and built the lofty skies. I sing the wisdom that ordained the sun to rule the day. The moon shall still at God's command, and all the stars obey. I sing the goodness of the one who filled the earth with food, who formed the creatures with a word, and then pronounced them good. Oh God, your wonders are displayed where'er I turn my eye. If I survey the ground I tread, or gaze upon the sky, there's not a plant or flower but makes your glory strong, and clouds arise and tempests blow by order from your throne. While all that borrows life from you is ever in your care, and everywhere that I may be, you God are present there. Please be seated. We are grateful for all that God has given us. It's one thing that I always remind myself, and I'm struggling, is that there's always joy to be found somewhere. That was a big lesson of mine when I was in Guatemala, because even if I was despairing, the people with the least knew how to care for each other and to find joy in lives without collecting stuff. But everyone has their heartache, everyone has struggles. And this week might have been tough for you, or this week might have brought you a blessing you never expected, or this week might have been just sailing along. Wherever you are on this journey of life that brings joy and sadness and hope and despair, we are one, and we get to carry each other. As we live on this planet that is suffering through destruction, big fires in California near Los Angeles, eh? Did we see that this week? Floods in different places, an unusually warm summer here in Calgary. All these things make us wonder what we can do or how we should be in this world. One thing we're learning is how to conserve water. That's a good thing. But I invite you to pray with me. This is a prayer that comes from Voices Together, which is a Mennonite church in Canada hymnal. To worship is to stand in awe under a heaven of stars, before a flower, a leaf in sunlight, or a grain of sand. To worship is to work with dedication and with skill. It is to pause from work and listen to a strain of music. Worship is the mystery within us. And so I invite you just to rest in your space and to breathe. God, we come here with cares of our life that shadow our minds, and we forget how to worship. We forget how to let go and just be present in this space, in our world, in this time.